Faye, it was
Hi.
so good. We have a chance to meet again and talk about your experience. And I think, your experience has been helping many, many different people. And I can share with you some story. You would be surprised how many people have been helping. People that actually had high diabetes with A1C 11 and 12 and 13. We help to brought them back down to normal range at 6.4. I have a patient who have high 13 A1C with high cholesterol, who brought the sugar down. The cholesterol was very high, but we at least we alert him, and he was able to see the doctors. And doctors said, "You have two choices. One, you can do your angioplasty next day or day after. If not, you don't have to come back." The reason is coronary artery was stuck 96%. So he really saved his life, and he was very grateful. So I was wondering if you can help to share with us your experience. Started off, a few years back with Lowsutea when it first started off. What is your experience? And also at that time, how do you get your A1C down, lower your medication, and so forth? And also, what happened to now? So maybe you can share with me. That would be really good.
Okay. So what's been happening was I had started off with gestational diabetes about 30 years ago when I was with my last pregnancy. And I was good for a few years after. But then the diabetes came on. So I had to start taking medications. And now it's been over 20 something years. Now, I met up with Andrew a few years back, and he had brought this tea on this trip that we were on. And I started drinking the tea before and after every meal. And because at that time I had a Libra patch, which could monitor. And during that vacation, I could see the blood sugar dropping because every time I drank the tea, it never spiked up. And it was all during that 10-day time. So I was a believer right then and there before I ended the vacation. So now it's been a few years that I've been drinking this tea. And when I started, I was on full-on medication, not on insulin, but oral medication. Now, the past 3-4 years, as I've been drinking the tea, before I eat, after I eat, usually 3 times a day, my doctor started, my numbers were getting better and better. So I started at like maybe 7.7 and slowly it was going down. And my medication got lower and she would cut out a lot of the medication. So now 3-4 years later, drinking the tea, I finally got my A1C to 6.0, which is a
that is achievement, really achievement.
And it also helps with my cholesterol because the diabetes and cholesterol kind of goes hand in hand. So my cholesterol numbers are always pretty good. It was just getting my sugar, but drinking the tea has helped both keeping the cholesterol and my A1C down. And now my medication has dropped where I'm taking just 1 or 2 medication for my diabetes. So it has really, I'm trying to get to the point where maybe I don't have to take medication, so.
It's so good because I heard previously you were taking like metformin 2,000 milligram.
Right. 1,000.
Now how much you take now?
I'm taking 500 once a day.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Yeah. So
I would like to understand, when you first started off drinking the tea, do you have any side effect or any kind of issue that you have when you drink the tea?
No, the tea is so easy. It tastes good. You can drink it hot or cold. So when I first make it, I'll drink it hot. But then the next, after I eat, then it's cooled down. And sometimes I ice it and I'll drink it like iced tea. So you don't even know it was guava leaves and bitter melon that's in the tea that's supposed to help with this lowering the blood sugar.
Wow, that's really good. Now, how often you drink the tea now? In the sense that I heard you said 3 times a day, and how do you do it? In the sense how you prepare tea? And,
so when I'm at home, I usually use 1 or 2 bags, and I make it like in a quart size bottle so that I don't have to keep making, because I'm at home and I can drink before I eat, drink again.
Okay.
And then I'll put the rest of the bottle in the refrigerator. Then I'll have iced tea for the rest of the day.
Wow.
When I travel, I bring a little flashlight. I make hot water and I put a tea bag in and I'll drink the tea.
Well, one thing good about that, you actually bring the tea with you, the bag, and then you take a plastic bag or so, I guess, Ziploc bag, and then you bring a tea.
I bring a tea
and I drink
just
anywhere.
Yes.
So that's wonderful.
Yes.
That's very good.
So you can even make it on vacation. I've done it on a cruise ship. I've done it on land tours. I've done it many, many times. So I'm pretty good about bringing that tea with me. The one time I didn't bring the tea was when I went with my grandkids to Disneyland, and I figured I'd be walking a lot. So, and I was eating good. I was eating salads and, not too much carbs. But I kept wondering, why was my number so high? For 1 week, I didn't have the tea because I didn't bring it. I figured, I just won't bring it on this trip. Since then, I've always bring it on any vacation I've gone. That taught me a lesson. Just 1 week, every day. I kept wondering, why was my numbers high, So with the Libra patch or whatever, they have different sensors now, and it gives you reading. It's one way to see, hey, I ate this donut. Oh, your blood sugar spiked, and you could see it immediately. So that in aid and listening to Andrew Zoom, because he has many topics that he talks about that, helps in other areas just besides, your diabetes.
Yeah. Wow, that's really exciting. I heard that was, you went on a vacation, the number went really go up. You thought that, wow, you have to adjust the medication. But when you come back, you try the tea and the blood sugar came back down.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah. So you just have to, I guess, be consistent. But if you want to try not to drink the tea and then you find out that the tea does, do something with your liver and, by drinking it, lowers the blood sugar and releases the sugar.
Yeah. One more thing that, I also was wondering, when you start drinking a tea, you felt that there is really no side effect or you just enjoy drinking it.
Yeah.
Another question I have is, now you have been drinking a few years now, blood sugar has improved. But is there any other issue with when you drink the tea that kind of, did different effect? Is there anything like that?
No.
4 years drinking the tea is very good.
Yeah. So no issues, and the tea tastes great. So, it's easy. It's something really easy to do, and it really lowers your blood sugar.
And also your cholesterol.
And your cholesterol.
Wow,
correct.
that would be exciting.
Yeah.
Now, I was just want to sort of summarize, because you will basically helping other people who are not tried yet and they will be eventually experiencing Lowsutea. What would your advice to them, in a sense?
My advice would be, once the doctor tells you you're pre-diabetic, you should really pay attention, because in a few years you will be diabetic. So if you can drink a tea before you take medication, because diabetes is a lifelong disease. At the beginning of this whole diabetes trip, I wasn't really paying attention because I got medication, I'm okay. But then as I got older, I says, am I going to do this for the next 30 years? I mean, and I don't want to go on insulin. So when Andrew brought this tea, I was like, this is like a miracle thing, because I didn't have to change anything. But now I do watch my diet. I try to exercise and then drink the tea. And that in all combination has really helped lower everything.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day is you really has to continue this spirit drinking tea rather than, I drink a little bit and stop.
Yes.
And I think that's the most important, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think the consistency, because drinking a tea, if you don't drink a tea, really blood sugar go back up.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize that. They say, I drink 1 cup, and then next day they don't drink, blood sugar went back up. So you have to drink at least 3 to
Yes.
Basically 3 times a day, but at least 6 to 8 cups.
Correct.
6 to 8 cups a
Correct.
day. And 2
Correct.
liters if you can.
Yes, 2 liters. Yeah.
If you can do 2 liters, it's great.
Yeah.
There's a reason to do 2 liters too, is because it helps to dilution your blood, so your blood not become thick. Plus, because you have enough water or fluid, then you can also do detoxing and dump your sugars out, your cholesterol out, dump the salt out, the blood pressure also will come down.
Yes.
So that's what the tea also will help you.
Yes.
So it's so important. You have to drink
yes.
the tea continuously
yes.
throughout that. And it's very tasty.
Yes.
So
yes.
people will, can help
and
them.
Just bring it on vacation with you. It's easy. It's a simple bag. All you have to do, everybody has hot water. Just, fill up with hot water and put your tea bag.
Wow, that's true. And so good. And besides that, any other thing you want to add to say, hey, if I'm a you mentioned pre-diabetic patient. It's really true. If you're pre-diabetic, you really need to start that. And even you are not diabetic or you're high cholesterol, we have a lot of customer now start up with high cholesterol. And with that, they don't even go to pre-diabetic. And you mentioned pre-diabetic is so important. Let them really realize, stop the increasing of blood sugar.
Yes.
And that result, they will not get into diabetic. Or if you're diabetic, it's okay. You can do Faye actually bring the blood sugar back to 6.0, which is pre-diabetic stage. And we have a lot of patients actually do that. And they were so happy.
Yes.
They lower the medication, no more insulin. That people even have insulin, they don't have to get insulin anymore. That would be so helpful.
Yes,
so that's what would happen.
And my doctor is ecstatic. She's so happy. So, just drink the tea. It tastes good. It's easy. And if you don't take it, your blood sugar will go up.
And really at the end of the day, that will be a lot of detrimental issue. Like you have to have a lot of people don't realize with that you have diabetic dementia. You actually start losing a memory, all the things that you cannot remember, and you repeat yourself all the time. And worse, that you get down to Alzheimer's disease.
Yes.
And you can have a heart attack, kidney disease, need dialysis. Where a lot of people, which because they don't take care of it, the kidney went down, and then they have to go end up dialysis. So, or worse, that you get amputate, you can do things. I have a customer who just because never take care of themselves, and now they cut off they cut off the toes, and then they cut off the feet, and then now, he can't drive because he had numbness, he cannot feel. So you can't drive anymore. So all kind of problems, and you don't want to get yourself in that state.
Yes.
And so I hope that you guys continue to do that.
Yes, we will. And it's so easy and it helps you. It's so beneficial. So I would expect everybody to try it. Yeah.
And none of that, try with the family, because a lot of young folks actually start drinking it. And they say, wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
And they start, 20, 30 years old, and they start drinking it, and they would just love it as just enjoyment of drinking.
Yes.
But with that, they start lowering the blood sugar, lower the cholesterol, and lower the blood pressure. If you lower your 3 high, you'll be very healthy. And then you'll be healthy for a long, long time.
Yes.
So that would be wonderful.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Well, thank you very much, Faye. I appreciate you provide your insight or your experience of the tea that you have tried a few years now. There seems like there's no side effect. Help you lower your blood sugar from high to 6.0.
Mm-hmm.
The medication came down. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
And you are really a model. A lot of our patients need to follow you. So thank you again. And, we will share this information with people in our community and also Facebook and things like that. They would love to hear your story. Thank you again, Faye. I appreciate you continue to have a good experience, and I wish you always be healthy. And you'll have so much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you again.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.